Yobachi 2007 back at you with another one. So it appears that Jonathan Majors will be cleared after an incident took place on Friday night, and we now know he wasn't arrested until Saturday morning. And the reason why he was arrested on Saturday is really inane, and we'll get more into that in a little bit here. But reading from this particular article on Derby Informer, Jonathan Major's lawyer expects her client will be cleared immediately. The 33-year-old actor was arrested in New York City on Saturday after an alleged domestic dispute, but uh, Priya Chowdhury, then comma Major's criminal defense lawyer, has now claimed that all charges will be dropped in the case. We've got another one here from the Los Angeles Times. Let me scroll that down into the screen for you. All right, so this is coming from losangelestimes.com so we can know our sources. And let me scroll back up to the top here. It says Jonathan Major's attorneys claim recent allegations after. Sorry. Jonathan Major's attorney claims woman recanted allegations after arrest. So, so this woman has made an accusation against this man, and then turns around the very next day and recants. Okay. So we've seen this before, and this is going to go to what we're going to talk about in this article or in this video, the proof that we live in a gynocentrist society where men are vulnerable to the mere allegation by women. The mere allegations made by women can destroy both men's reputation and take away their freedom and have uh, arduous legal procedures imposed upon them, loss of freedom, loss of access to their children, and put into situations where they have to have confrontations with police. And for black men, a confrontation with police is a situation that can be deadly. But this is what we are subject to in this society by the mere allegation of women in this gynocentric society. So let's read some of this article. An attorney for Jonathan Majors has claimed that the woman who accused him of assault has recanted her allegation in writing after the actor was arrested this weekend. Majors' attorney, Priya Chowdhury, told the Los Angeles Times on Sunday that her team has obtained two written statements from the woman recanting these allegations. The rising movie star was arrested Saturday in New York on charges of strangulation, assault, and harassment. According to police, Majors was taken into custody after officers responded to a 911 call from a New York City apartment building on Saturday morning. The New York Police Department said in a statement that Majors was involved in a domestic dispute with a 30-year-old woman who told police she was assaulted. Now, remember the reports on Saturday night, this is Sunday night, the reports on Saturday night were that there were cuts behind her ears, which would be consistent with strangulation. And I said in my previous video yesterday that if this reporting was true, that these marks were there, that Majors could be in trouble. Here's the video. Jonathan Majors King may be dead in real life. If that those reports were true, that he could be in big trouble, that an opportunity to say that it was self-defense or that they were false allegations would be a problem for Majors. But now it seems to appear that those reports were not true, as media reports often or not, especially in these types of cases. Quite often, the initial media reports we hear are wrong. And if it's going to turn out that Jonathan Majors did not assault this woman, that he certainly did not strangle her, then I'm sure that those marks behind the cuts and scratches behind her ears are not going to turn out to have been true reports. And we see in the reporting today on Sunday that none of that is in the reporting any longer. Could you please take a moment to subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. Please like up this video, move us through the algorithm. Definitely hit that like button, and we're going to get right back to the program. So before I give my final commentary, we're going to hear from Clownfish TV on the subject of what happened here and see how they break it down. And then we'll get into some commentary.
Something took place. Whether it's she attacked him or he attacked her, or whatever, we don't know. We just know something took place, and they do have video because they usually have cameras in these vehicles now.
Yes, yes. Well, you have to protect the passengers and the drivers. The statement explained, unfortunately, this incident came about because this woman was having an emotional crisis for which she was taken to a hospital yesterday. The NYPD is required to make an arrest in these situations, and this is the only reason Mr. Majors was arrested.
Well, what sucks is if he didn't do anything, he got arrested. But basically what it sounds like to me, and I don't know if this is true, but it sounds like to me, is some woman was mad, thought he was cheating, talking to other girls, was pissed about it, ended up trying to take his phone, got into like whatever, grabbed it back, and then, oh no, he hit me. Oh no,
Yeah.
So there you go. Even from the mouth of a woman, what type of circumstance probably went down. A woman just feigns, damsel in distress. I'm being abused by the big black man. Arrest him. And that's all it takes. And listen to what was said earlier, that because in a domestic violence allegation was made, an arrest has to be made. This is New York City or New York State law, apparently. That is absurd. No evidence has to be demonstrated for there to be an arrest, for this information to go out public, to ruin a man's reputation, to destroy his day. Who knows what he had going on in his life that day? He has to get taken from his life, go down and get booked. You want to pretend like that's a nothing thing because, well, in the end, if it's proven to be untrue, no harm, no foul. No, it's already harm. Having to get handcuffed and the indignity of being handcuffed and put in a patrol car, having your freedom taken away even for a couple of hours is having your freedom taken away. That is intrinsically something that is yours to your humanity that you're having to relinquish. Having to go through that process, having to be under the possible threat of losing your livelihood. We talked about in yesterday's video about how a black man is not in a position to have these kind of allegations meted against him, where Ezra Miller in the DCU playing Flash can beat up women multiple times and give drugs to little kids and apparently kidnap a 12-year-old, but he could still have a DC movie, which most people wouldn't be able to allow to have that happen, even most white men. But I don't know if you're the preferred white man, as he seems to be LGBTQ or something, or just whatever reason, you might get away with it. But for most men, and certainly black men, it's a huge problem to have these allegations leveled against you, and that stench may never come off of you. Even if he's completely cleared, this can stick with him for the rest of his life, possibly, where people think, well, he probably did something. Even if the woman recants and says she completely lied, he still probably did something. Will always be sitting there. So what we need to understand, men, is still the same lesson as yesterday, or yesterday's video. Even though I'm not posting this till Monday, so it'll be 2 days later when you guys get this. It's still the same overall lesson. Do not put ourselves in position, or adding to that now, or being with or around people, which we kind of talked about previously. Do not put ourselves in a position or be with people that have nothing to lose when we have something to lose, that will put us in a bad way. Do not be with people who can bring you down when you are on the rise. And that's what the problem that Johnathan Majors has here. That's the one mistake he made. Even if he didn't assault this woman at all, he's completely innocent, as it is appearing that it's going to be the case. The one issue he does still have is that he was hanging around with a low down woman who he should not have been with, who should not be in his presence, who he should not allow around him, because he has everything to lose. And as she demonstrated, she is a vile person who will falsely accuse a man. And in this gynocentrist society that we live in, a woman's word that you looked at her too long in the gym is reason for you to get kicked out of the gym and have your membership revoked. A woman saying good morning as you walk through New York City and film it can then go and say she was harassed and catcalled, and you are guilty because a woman said so. That is the way the gynocentrist society operates. You are guilty until proven innocent if a woman simply makes a claim. So, therefore, brothers, what we have to determine is we should never be around women who get volatile, who hit, who grab phones. Those are unfeminine women. Those are masculine women. You should not be with a masculine woman. You should not be with a woman who is anything but the utmost of femininity, especially when you have things going on in your life. A woman who gets jealous and then decides it's okay for her to act in any way she wants to, that she's going to big boy you and snatch a phone out of your hand, that when she gets mad, she has the right to hit you if she wants to. You shouldn't even be with women who think if she gets mad, she has the right to holler at you and talk crazy to you. I was on a message board the other day with the woman talking about when my husband makes me mad, I go off. Does that make me a bad person? Yes, it does. And that's what I told her. And it does because uh, that is not the feminine disposition. Men, we need to stay away from aggressive women. I had to drop a woman who I was about to get engaged with a couple of years ago because she could not get this understanding that I would not accept her aggressive tone and attitude and lashing out. I don't care what your mental problems are. I don't care what you think you're going through. I don't care about you being emotional or being angry. You should be feminine at all times. And men, we cannot afford to allow ourselves to engage with women who engage in aggression and violence because their aggression and violence, their initiation of aggression and violence can lead to just by our mere reaction, our rightful reaction can land us in trouble just based on their word in a gynocentric society. This is what we have to know. This is what we have to understand. And this is where we have to operate from. I hope you guys will take this to mind and take this to heart that we cannot let ourselves get caught up in engaging with aggressive and violent women. Please like the video. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell to get more pushing me through the algorithm. Comment below. What do you think? Is it okay to engage? Is it cute and sexy to fight with your woman and get into arguments and she might hit you and it's kind of cute to have that that aggression from her so you can have sexual aggression and or are you putting yourself in danger? I say the danger isn't worth any sexual arousal you might get out of it. Yobachi 2007. I'm out of here with this one. Catch you on the next one. Peace.